Hi again. So once again, we're surrounded by the pictures that I have in my training room, but one of the ones that I wanted to pull off the wall to talk about today in a few short minutes is this idea around discipline and habit. So the one thing I've learned through kind of having my own coaching practice, but also talking and working with dozens of business owners, is that success isn't a talent thing. Absolutely not. I think some people have some natural talents, but I do think success is much more about consistency and consistency of habits. And that's where I wanted to kind of just share with you this one here. So if you think discipline is hard, try the pain of regret. Now, I've mashed together a number of resources that I've been reading over the piece. But Jim Rohn said it best. Jim Rohn said, success is merely a few simple disciplines repeated daily. So if we start off here today and do the right things, just a few of the right things, but on a consistent basis, then over the course of time we arrive in a very different place to that which we're at today. Now, the opposite is true as well. Failure is just a few errors of judgment repeated daily. So what that means to me is that we all know that we should eat an apple a day or, exercise, for X number of minutes per day. But if we don't do that and we do the opposite and we stuff a pie in our gob or kind of slouch on the couch, each day, then I know over the course of time we're going to end up in a very different place. Now here's the thing, in the early stages we might not necessarily notice some of those errors of judgment. It's not as if tomorrow I'm going to look at my stomach and think, gosh, that pie's really added a stone to me. But keep repeating that mistake over time, we absolutely notice the difference. And then again, and then again. Now the same is true then of these good disciplines. So what are the disciplines that you have in your business, in your life? Put that down there. But this is an important point. There's no point in us planning long term for our business in terms of the success that we want to have if we can't plan in the correct disciplines on a week to week, day to day, hour to hour basis. Now, I don't want that to sound like it's too structured, but a few simple disciplines repeated each day makes us kind of end up in a very different place than if we didn't have those good habits. So my question to you is, what are the habits that you want to be aware of and consciously implement into your life such that you kind of arrive in the place that you want to be in 12 months, 3 years, 5 years from now? Again, we're all working hard at it. I'm not suggesting for 1 second that I'm perfect in these things, but I'm acutely aware of some of the mistakes I'm making and how I correct those, but also some of the things that I know have just worked. And if I continue doing these things long term, that's going to help. That's what I'm trying to do here in my coaching practice. I want to make sure I've got the discipline. I want to make sure that my clients have got the discipline so we all end up in a good place. Hope that's been helpful. Until we meet, good luck in business.